Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about a vocabulary taboo game. We're going to be taking the famous game Taboo that many of you have probably played in large groups before and using it for US history content. So here we go. So just in case you haven't played before, the rules basically you will see there's a vocabulary term that you're trying to get the rest of the class to say, and students who are given the clues, or the student who's given the clues, is not allowed to say certain taboo words underneath. And you'll see an example in a second. But another piece is that's really key when you use it in US history class or any class is they must use content related clues. So you'll see they'll often try and do opposites of things, and it tells you nothing about what they know. And it doesn't really help review. So they must give history related clues. Okay, so a couple examples here. So these would be more in a printed out card format, but I just put it on here so you could see it. So say you have George Washington there. The person who is giving the clues is trying to get the class to say George Washington, but they are not allowed to use the word president, first, Mount Vernon, or crossing the Delaware. So that kid or that student who is giving the clues has to be very careful about saying, and a lot of times it's very difficult. So maybe you could pause this right now and try and do it yourself. Think about how you would explain this, but thinking about other ways that you could get students to say George Washington. So you could say leader instead of president. So leader who was at the beginning of the United States, something like that. So it really gets students to think differently about a particular content or concept, and really sort of makes it fun. And then Martin Luther King Jr., same thing. So yeah, the student will be trying to get their team to say Martin Luther King Jr., but can't say civil rights, I have a dream, minister, or nonviolent protest. So you can see that can be pretty difficult, especially if it's a very fast-paced game. Here are some other examples. So obviously you can see what time period this is from, but these are ones that you could use. So think about those words underneath. They definitely need to be connected in some way. What are students going to say right off the bat to make it difficult? So I know that was fast, but hopefully it was helpful. So what we talked about was a vocabulary taboo game. Very engaging. It gets pretty intense, so get ready. Just make sure your students are clear. If they need some accessible examples, especially if they have never played the game before, you may want to just do some as a class with like celebrities that they know about or movies or something like that. And then decide how you're going to do it. So is it going to be just like a whole class kind of fun thing that you do? Is it going to be like a team versus team? Any other logistics you might need to figure out. And once again, make sure they are using history related clues when they're explaining it, because that's really going to help them review. And it also is going to highlight to you as a teacher if they have misconceptions about things, or nobody knows one particular topic. So hopefully that was helpful, and thanks for watching.